Cider time.
We're starting off with their first mass-produced cider. The Woodchuck Amber. It's very common. It's been around for 20-something years now.
Yep, since 91.
If you've had cider, you've probably had it, but it's part of the variety pack, so we're going to go over it anyway.
It is always there.
I'm in the mindset of amber ale, being a beer guy, and I feel like it's definitely not going to be the case.
And I've never had an amber ale, so I have no idea.
But that's where my head's at. Just like how my head was at pear for Prosecco, which was a disaster. Oof, my bad. Let's go. I think it's a simple 5.0. Supposed to be just kind of like middle of the road everything. Relatively dry, relatively not too sweet, relative apple flavor, relative sweet, just it's a cider. Hopefully it's not as boring as the pear Prosecco, and hopefully it's not as bad as the rosé, because that was a disaster.
Terrible.
My God, I will probably give away that last can to some poor soul
Unsuspecting.
who's willing to drink it. It'll be that one friend that comes over and doesn't bring beer with him to share. That's what he's going to be drinking. You know who you are. Enjoy.
Well, the can says, fiercely crafted with a medium body, golden hue, and refreshing red apple finish. Enjoy the brand that started the American cider revolution. Perfect for 4th of July.
If you haven't noticed, on this channel, we only drink American-made beverages. Period. You will never see an import on this channel. Second sip rule.
Yep. So, when I first started going to bars, all of that jazz, when I was 21, this was my only option for ciders. It's just so middle of the road. This is your definition of cider. It tastes appley. It tastes a bit of sweet. It's what you got.
It's very middle of the road. It's definitely red apple.
But this apple cider was also one of the first ciders. It was one of the...
This is, I think, it's widely considered the first wildly
popular. It was the
nationally produced cider.
Yes.
So this is like the Yingling of cider, which we haven't talked about it before, but Yingling is a near and dear place in my heart. So that alone gives we got to give this cider a little bit more kudos than we would usually, because it was kind of what started it all.
Yeah.
American-made first run and push of an American-made cider nationally.
Big props.
It's kind of a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bad at all.
No.
It's, I would say my second favorite out of the variety pack. Mm-hmm. It definitely goes the spiced apple, because I just like spicy anything. Gotta keep life spicy. Because this one, amber, do not confuse this with amber beer. It is
wildly different than amber
two
beer.
Different complete terms. It's not amber. I was thinking kind of slightly drier, slightly bitter, slightly full-bodied, like an amber ale, a good amber, and it's definitely not the case. It's more so like amber as in a red apple.
Yeah, as in...
It's just coloring.
Yeah.
That's fine. You know, that's kind of like what I expected.
Yeah, this is an amber color.
I was hoping for better, but that was I knew better, you know, at the same time. It was like high hopes, but here's the reality. But it's relatively dry. It's not too sweet. It's definitely got a good full apple flavor to it, yes. Unlike the rosé.
This definitely tastes
and
apple.
Unlike the Prosecco, which both of those didn't really have a whole lot of apple to them. The spiced apple did have plenty of apple flavor, which, I mean, as we all know, pairs so perfectly with cinnamon. This one hits all those notes just at a really good fine balance across the board.
Yeah, it's a very...
If you don't know where you belong in the cider world,
Yeah.
Like myself, I still don't know. I've only had so many. And I still always compare it to beer, which is wrong. And I need to kind of get out of that box. But as a guy that doesn't really drink a whole lot of ciders, as a beer guy, this is like a run-of-the-mill. This is a solid cider. You can't go wrong. You don't know what you're getting. You don't know what to get. You can't go wrong with Woodchuck Amber because it was like
the first.
It's grandpa cider.
Oh yeah.
Grandpa guitars, grandpa cider. And it's good. It's just good. They started the whole thing. They got the formula right.
Mm-hmm.
They ran with it and created a cider conglomerate off of it.
Yeah. It's always there for you. It's always
that's how they afford to pay the backbone for their failures, like the rosé.
And they get to experiment for the successes of the spice that you like so much.
That spiced apple one's really good. So, your final decision. Woodchuck variety pack. Where do you rate everything?
Oh, as a whole, not worth it. Because there's about half of it that I like. Half of it that I would drink again.
So stray away from the variety pack as a whole?
Yeah. And the thing is, part of that half that I like is a rotating part. So you don't even know if you're going to get that.
It's true. One of the four beverages in the variety pack rotates out, and you don't know which one you're getting. In my opinion, the rotating one was the best. So that's a little bit worrisome and discouraging. You might want to stick with just getting the sixer of your favorite. The amber is just solid. Nothing great, nothing wrong. The rosé and the prosecco were terrible. And the spiced apple was actually phenomenal, but it rotates out. You may not be getting it next month. That's very worrisome. Would you agree that's about the same? I mean, I think you like the prosecco more than the spiced.
Yes.
So we differ there.
Yeah.
But I think the
rosé was still just a solid bad for both of us.
The rosé is awful. Just don't touch it. Just go get a bottle of wine. You'll be better off. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
You'll probably save money too because you won't be throwing away the rosé woodchucks.
Yep.
Definitely don't buy the Woodchuck Amber if you think amber beer. Has nothing to do with it. My being naive, just like pear and prosecco.
All these misconceptions. It was a box of misconceptions.
We might be being a little harsh. I know she's a harsh critic on cider because she's had so many. I'm harsh on it because I'd rather be drinking beer right now.
Well, we'll go back to beer time next time.
Beer time is definitely next time. We've done with cider for a while, guys. We're going to be doing a lot of beer. I actually have a lot lined up. And hopefully you stay tuned.
Beer time.
And see them all because we're going back to beer time. And there's going to be a lot of them. And I hope I see every single one of you for every single one of them. Enjoy the 4th of July. Remember why it's so important. Remember your rights. Remember how we got them.